Do y'all see that? It's like horrible. I look so cute. But I really didn't even know what I wanted to make a video on today. Like, I was still negotiating. But, I like recently went through something, like with some friends, and I'm like, topic of discussion. So, basically, I'm 17 now. So, this was literally like, this stopped almost 3 years ago, but I remember when I was in kindergarten, I had like this best friend, and oh my god, I just put a hole in my Anastasia. Gosh. So, and then like we were in like the little classroom with like the sweet little kids, and then like there was a whole other classroom, and it was like the brown skin kids. Like the teacher, our teacher was Caucasian in my classroom. In the other classroom, their teacher was black, so they felt more like honored, I guess. That's like how they always made it seem. Fast forward to first grade, like I'm learning to catch attitudes, and I'm learning to do like so much more stuff. And you know, first grade, you have these little groups. Like, well, if you come from like places that I come from, like the school I went to, like you think you better than somebody. Like, little girl, this and that. You can't be with the popular kids. You can't sit with us, boo. It was this girl, and her grandma used to volunteer to help us in our first grade class. She was very close with my first grade teacher, and like this girl always wanted to be in our group. Like, you know, we was just kidding, like, girl, you can't sit with us, honey. And I'm telling you, like, as soon as we said like the littlest thing, like we could have told her no to a crayon, she would tell her grandmother, and her grandmother would make the biggest production out of it. Like, she would really make it seem like we're bullying her. And it was like, why? Like, we're just kids. And her grandmother really took it there. So like the first time that it happened, I remember going to my all-time favorite mentor. I love her so much. We're still close to this day. And she, like, you know, was like saying she was so disappointed because I'm so sweet, she couldn't believe it and stuff like that. And I was just like stunned that this girl had literally like did that. And I was like, wow, like I never been in big trouble. Like I was do like the little petty little drama little kids do, but I never really been in trouble. So it escalated all the way. We were cool, but we would always get into it about stuff because, oh my god, freak. But we would always get into it because like we were little kids, and every time we did the littlest thing, she would always tell her grandmother that was like so freaking evil. So third grade, we have another class together because in second grade, I was separated, and I was still a queen bee up in that bitch. Third grade, we had a class together again, and we did not match at all. And it was just like, again, but I already knew what type of person she was, so I was prepared. So then we became cool, and then later on, the other popular girl that I had mentioned, I think, that was in the other kindergarten class, me and her became cool. We were best friends as well. We used to gossip on the phone. Oh, this was fast forward into fifth grade. So she was like, basically like putting me in drama. Like, she called my house. She told the little girl's grandmother that I was saying stuff about her that she actually said, because I was not feeding into that at the time. Like, really? Like, I couldn't believe that she had did that. Like, it was just crazy to me. So the little girl's grandmother had called my phone. My mama handled it, and my mama was like, you can't hang with either of them, they're messy. So fast forward to 7th grade, I had got a new set of friends. Okay, me and my longtime friend, who I'm currently friends with now. I'm not doing name drops today for personal reasons, so y'all just gonna have to guess who I'm talking about, or if you're my friend, you will know. Which we had started to get really close, and it was just like a new vibe. Like, it was just fun. 7th grade is when I started to really bust out of my shell. Like, what's that? you know, get a little boo, whatever you did. Great. So 5th grade and 6th grade, I hadn't been talking to her. So 7th grade, I'm like, okay, we're grown now, basically. We're about to go into high school like the next year after. So maybe she's a new person. I was wrong. And so, you know, I gave her the benefit of the doubt. I was a little cool with her. I wasn't trying to be that cool with her because I just knew how she rolled. But we were now like in 7th grade, so I was just thinking like, what could she possibly tell her grandmother now? Like now it would just be my word against hers and the principal, or we was just gonna have to fight it out. So me and my longtime friend now, we ended up getting close, and it began to be a trio. And I'm gonna tell y'all, like, trios barely ever work out. Like, it takes so much hard time, dedication. Like, you gotta really equally love both your niggas, ride or die. Anyway, so like 7th grade we start getting close. So 8th grade comes around, and there's my boyfriend Delane right here. I'm feeling him, he feeling me. Outside of that relationship, like, my friendship with these two girls, like, it started to shake with the girl that I'm still very much so close with right now. And the reason was because the other little girl was jealous. Like, she couldn't handle nothing. Like, when I say nothing, I literally mean nothing. It was, like, crazy. And she would, like, tell her, like, that I said stuff about her. Or, like, me and her couldn't even talk. Like, I couldn't talk to either one of them. Like, it had to be a group. And they would talk, like, all the time. And it was just, like, making me feel, like, left out. So, eventually, I started to, you know, drift away or shout my opinions. Or, like, I started getting very blunt at one point, and it caused me and the girl that I'm still close with now to get into it. One of the roughest times in 8th grade. So it rolls around to graduation. We're, you know, she's really starting to see the true colors of the girl that I had been seeing. So when she started acting funny, like trying to make us not be friends no more, like, I saw it. I really did see it, like, because I was so used to it, like, it was nothing for me. Nothing at all. And so when that happened, I was pretty much like, I wasn't, like, when she started doing stuff to try to break our friendship, because we were really close before it became a trio. Like, I already knew, but it was just up to her to really make the decision. Like, this girl trying to break us up. So this story is about to get confusing, so I'm gonna do code names. The girl that I'm still friends with now will be named K, and the girl that I hate will be F-U. Okay? So me and Kay were, like, always super duper tight. So F-U, like, she was basically, like, jealous, and we started to, well, I been knew, but it was up for Kay to really, like, catch the drift of it. And so time goes on, and during the time of 8th grade, I didn't have a graduation party. Graduation party was the thing. Like, and me and my boyfriend, like, we had started talking and really started getting serious. F-U says, like, okay, so I know either one of you can't, you know, have a party right now because of things that are going on with your family and stuff like that. So I'm an only child. My mother has the money, and I'm just gonna throw the party. It's gonna be in the conference area. It was like a party room at her, like, condo complex. And she was like, I'm just gonna put you all's name on the cake and the decorations. So all you gotta do is come. It's like my gift to you. So I'm like, too good to be true. So I didn't want to go to the party at first because I was like having an attitude after graduation. But then I'm like, I'm trying to pop out and have some fun. But I was like trying to have some fun or whatever. So I went, and I was also thinking, like, she said that my name was going to be on the cake and stuff. That's so rude not to even come, like, after she did that for me, because I wouldn't want to put nobody else's name on the cake when it was congratulating me. Not even to be selfish. Like, if it's your day, it's your day, and that's final. So, so we're going, I'm going to the party. I get there, and Kay is already there, so we hug, we take pictures and everything, and F-U has on a matching outfit with her newfound bestie, bro. they had matching outfits. Her and this other girl had started getting cool and really close to comfy. Like, it was people she said she hated that she started getting cool with. Like, it was like, she was just so freaking shady. It was ridiculous. So me and Kay, like, basically, we're at the party. Kay's with her boyfriend. They're doing whatever, and I'm with my boyfriend. And Dwayne was like such an aggressor back then. Like, he was like, "You're gonna kiss me. I want you to dance with me," and stuff like that. And I was just like, "No, I don't want the adults to see me. Like, I'm a sweet little girl." I just was a so whole different person back then. So yeah, and plus, like, it's certain stuff you don't do out of respect. Like, the conference room was literally this big. And it was like the DJ and her mom and family back here, and then us right here, and then the dance floor right there where my eyeball is, and then other seats right here, and then the kitchen right here. So, so the party is getting ready to end. So I was getting ready to leave, and it's time. I'm like, well, mom and dad, because they're about to go out. I'm like, well, let me, do the cake and stuff. So the cake says K and F you, no Ashley. So I was like, ain't this, but I didn't expect it. So I was like, okay, I was cool. I was I'm a little hurt, like that much. But I could not believe that she did me like that. Like, really? Are you serious right now? And so I believe Kay's name was on the cake. Because I remember, like, something happened with the cake. But, so, apparently, FU's friend got caught tongue-kissing her boyfriend in the kitchen and tried to justify and argue with FU's mom. So, FU's sticking up for her friend, like, "Mom, you didn't say nothing to Ashley and Kay, and they were doing da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They some hoes, some sluts, blah, blah, blah." Really? This is what you're gonna call me to your mom? Like, mind you, we had already left. Like, it was a done deal, and FU's friend was supposed to stay tonight. So I'm just like stunned. Like, this is how she's gonna talk about me to her mom when I'm not even there. And so I was like really hurt, low key, once I found out. But I was like, it's go time. Like, she talking about Kay and me. We on the same team now. Like, now we really see FU for who she really is. So anyway, we get home or whatever, and everybody's like, "Did you hear what happened at the remainder of the party?" So I'm like, what happened? So FU's friend, she was cool with me too. Like, we was cool or whatever. And so she tells us, like, yes, she threw y'all under the bus, said this, this, and that. And half the stuff she said to her mama was not even true, bro. It was not true. So we were like, really? So I confronted her. I asked her. She was like, yeah and no. So she said most of the stuff, but some of the stuff, like a itty bitty piece, she didn't say. So I'm like, cool. She was dead to me then. So then she tries to explain herself to Kay because she loved her. She worshipped her. So then she has her mom. She gives her mom our numbers, and her mom is calling us, like, trying to treat us like, "I've done this for you, treated you like you are our daughters," and blah, blah, blah. And Kay was going through a personal situation, and her mom, like, basically threw that back. And that's when we knew it was over. Okay? So, mind you, that had already happened. Me and Dwayne, I know, like, I was more shy, and Dwayne was more, like, so it was like, yeah. So at the party, the girl who was in the kindergarten class, who was the other popular girl, she was there, and her and FU were friends. Because me and her were no longer cool like that. We were just like, hi, bye. So I wasn't on Dwayne like he wanted me to be. Right? So FU, who's supposed to be my bestie, bro. She was supposed to be my bestie. She put the other girl, who I'm gonna give her the nickname Jay. She put Jay and Dwayne on together, and they were talking, and it was just like so crazy. So not only did this girl slut shame me with words that were not true, she tried to take my nigga and give him to her friend. Like, are you serious? you couldn't be serious. But she was dead serious, and I couldn't believe that she did it. But she did it, and he fell for it. But look where he at right now, right here. That's how I knew friendships that I thought were true were not friendships. I could think somebody is my friend all day long, but until they prove themselves, they're not. So yeah, guys, basically this is like a blooper from the video I got ready to film. But anyways, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions for upcoming videos, you could comment down below, because I have a few surprises for you guys. But bye, guys.